Hello dear students, good afternoon. This is Khadar, handling JEE and NEET classes of E4U. Today we are going to discuss a very important continuation of the solid state, that is called as here electrical properties of solids. Electrical properties of solids. Okay, just check it dear students, electrical properties of solids. Okay, generally at the electrical properties, okay, generally we have to discuss with respect to here, with respect to conductivity. Okay, based on the conductivity, this electrical properties of the solids, which is mainly classified into how many types dear students? Okay, now based on what is the dear student? Based on conductivity. Based on what? Okay, conductivity generally. Okay, based on conductivity generally, these electrical properties of the solids are mainly classified into two types. Okay, first one it is called as dear student conductors. First one it is called as dear students conductors. Okay, next one, second one it is called as dear students generally now insulators. Generally it is called as dear student insulators. Next one, third one it is comes under, I am writing between here, that is called as here semiconductors. What is dear students? Third one it is comes under semiconductors. First one it is called as conductors, second one it is called as here insulator. Next one in between one more that is there, that is called as dear student semiconductor. First of all we have to explain each and every definition of this conductor. What is insulator, what is a semiconductor, we are going to discuss. Now generally these conductors which is mainly classified into two types. The one is called as here metallic conductor. One is called as dear student metallic conductors, and the second one it is called as here electrolytic conductors. Electrolytic conductors. Now let us start with here. First of all, what is meant by conductor? Generally the conductors the substance which allow the electric current the substance which allow the electric current to pass through them are called as here generally conductors. Generally what dear student? Conductor. For example, if you take this substance in that substance if electric current is passing then it is called as dear student generally conductor. This generally these conductors which is mainly classified into two types. One is called as metallic conductor, second one is electrolytic conductors. As we discussed earlier, the first one what is here metallic conductor. How this one this one, how these conductors which is how these metallic conductors will act. Those conductors which the movement of electrons what is dear student? The conductors in which the movement of electron takes place. The movement of electrons. If any metal conducts electricity, for example just imagine this is called as a iron or copper anything. If you put it in any one circuit or anything here only plus what is a switchboard, then if it conducting electrons electricity, that means here due to the presence of what due to the presence of electrons, due to the presence of what dear student? Electrons. Now I can write here due to the presence of free of electrons, due to the presence of what is dear student? Free of electrons. Because of that what is free of electrons movement only it conducts electricity, that's why it is called as dear student metallic conductor. Metallic conductor. Now in that metallic after whenever the electrons are flowing, the flow of electrons freely electrons are flowing but without change any chemical change, without change in its chemical substance, that is called as here metallic conductor. Example for this metallic conductor, generally copper is the conductor, good conductor of electricity, and silver is the best conductor of electricity. Next one you can take it here iron, and you can consider here aluminum and so on, etc. Am I correct or not? This is called as, dear student, metallic conductor. Okay, next one comes under here electrolytic conductors. What is, dear student? Electrolytic conductors. Okay, now electrolytic conductors, that means here, okay, the conductors in which due to the presence of the free of ions, or we can write here the conductors in which okay, the free of okay, movement of ions takes place in an aqueous or molten state, in an aqueous solution or molten state. Such type of conductors known as electrolytic conductors. Just I am writing here, due to the okay, movement of free of ions in aqueous solution or molten state. Aqueous solution or, dear student, molten state. For example, okay, just you have to take it here, this is solid, so okay, this is the chalk piece, it is in solid state. If you put this chalk into the switchboard, will it conduct electricity, dear students? Okay, no, due to the because it doesn't have any type of free of ions, because it is in solid state, all the atoms are very tightly packed. Okay, after you are sending the electricity also, it will not conduct the electricity, it will not conduct as a conductor. Okay, because of that only what I wrote here, either it is takes place, the ions will produce either in aqueous solution or in molten state. That's why it is called as here electrolytic conductors. Okay, now okay, example, if you take it here, example for this electrolytic conductors, best example you can take it here, NaCl. Okay, you can take it here, KCl, okay, KBr. You can, if you take it generally here, acids HCl, NaOH, okay, and so on, etc. Okay, am I correct? For example, if we take this is NaCl, okay, aqueous I am taking. Okay, now how it will be, dear student? Okay, Na plus and as well as Cl minus. Due to the presence of the free of ions, only it conducts electricity. The such type of conductors called as electrolytic conductors. Next one, if you take it here, HCl, how it will be? You can take it here, aqueous, or okay, now how it will be dissociated, dear student? H plus and Cl minus. Okay, now this is called as electrolytic conductors. This is a very basic thing we have to understand here. Am I correct? Next one comes under here, dear students, okay, the insulators. Second one, what is, dear student? Insulators. Okay, now what is meant by insulators? Already we know the substance which do not pass electric current okay, through them are called as here insulators. But I said here, the substance which do not conduct okay, electric current or electricity to pass through them are called as here insulators. Okay, what I said here, insulators. Now example for this here, okay, generally you can write here definition also. The substance do not conduct electricity. The substance which okay, do not okay, conduct okay, electricity or electric current to pass through them, are called as here okay, insulators. Now example for the insulator, dear student, here, okay, you can take here, generally if you take the elements phosphorus, sulfur, okay, next one you can consider here plastics, okay, next one rubber, okay, and so on, etc. These are the example for this, dear student, insulators. Next one, third one, it is comes under very important, that is known as here okay, semiconductors. What is, dear student? Semiconductors. Okay, now what is meant by here semiconductor? Okay, now the solids which conducts electric current which is lies between this metallic conductor or conductors versus here insulator. Okay, such type of conductor called as here semiconductor. What I am telling here, okay, the lies, okay, the solids which conduct electric, the solids which conducts electricity, okay, electricity lies between okay, this metal generally, okay, right here conductor or metallic conductor, anything, metallic conductors, okay, versus next one insulator. Okay, in between if it conduct okay the electric current, such type of conductor called as here semiconductors. Semiconductors. Now if you take the example for the semiconductor, dear student, here silicon, here germanium and so on etc. This is very very important. Silicon and germanium, which is act as what, dear student? Semiconductors, semi metals also we can call here. Okay, next one we are going to start now. What is here? Okay, now completed here what is conductor and its types, and what is insulator we discussed here, what is semiconductor we discussed. Okay, next one in that okay semiconductors. Now we are going to very important topic, that is called as here semiconductors. What is, dear student? Okay, conductors. Okay, semiconductors. Now semiconductor, just now we discuss here the solids which conduct electricity, which is lies between okay the conductor versus insulator, such type of conductor called as semiconductor. Generally okay, now semiconductors okay we are mainly discuss okay with respect to conductivities. Okay, two types. The one is called as here okay intrinsic, what is, dear student? Intrinsic semiconductor, and the second one it is called as, dear student, okay extrinsic semiconductor. Second one called as, dear student, okay extrinsic semiconductors. Extrinsic semiconductor. First of all, we have to study with respect here what is intrinsic, and next one what is meant by here extrinsic semiconductors. Okay, now intrinsic, first of all we are discussing here. In extrinsic semiconductor, again we are having the two types. One is called as, dear student, here p type semiconductor. What is, dear student? P type semiconductor, and the second one it is called as here n type semiconductor. N type semiconductor. Okay, now let us start with here. First of all, what is meant by here intrinsic semiconductor? What is, dear student, here intrinsic okay semiconductor? How this okay, what are the purities here, and how it will be okay cause of okay conductivity. Next one okay what type of what type of substance it will be conducting here. First of all okay generally what is the purity of this one here? What I am writing, dear student? Okay, purity. Okay, generally these intrinsic semiconductors generally here they are okay. What is, dear student? They are okay silicon network. What is, dear student? They are silicon okay network conductors. That is called as here purity one. Okay, am I correct or not? Next one, cause of conduction. What is, dear student? Cause of okay conduction. This is very important. Why? How it will be conduct electricity? Am I correct or not? Okay, now okay what we are going to discuss here in the solids okay how these solids will be conducting electricity. Okay, will be conducting okay like conductors here. Okay, cause of conduction due to the presence of movement of free electrons. Okay, movement of what is, dear students? Movement of free of electrons. Movement of free of electrons. Because of that only what will happen, dear student? Okay, because of this only okay it will be conducting electricity. Next one, third one, it is called as here type of conduction. What type of conduction it will be takes place here in intrinsic semiconductors? Type of conduction generally what is, dear student, here two types of conduction here. Thermal conductivity okay at high temperature. Thermal conductivity at, dear student, high temperature. Type of conduction, if any thermal conductivity is there, that is called as here, dear student, intrinsic semiconductors. Intrinsic semiconductors. This is the first one. Next one, second one, if you take it here, photo okay conductivity. What is, dear student? Photo conductivity. Okay, how this photo conductivity will take place? Due to okay irradiation. What is, dear student? Due to irradiation. Okay, some okay radiation which completely come and falls on the particular substance. Okay, that is called as here irradiated materials. Okay, this is called a photo conductivity due to okay irradiation. Okay, now how we have to explain with respect to here okay this intrinsic semiconductor? First of all, the purity, they are completely silicon network. Next one, so cause of conduction, how it will be, movement of free of electrons. Next one, type of conduction, what type of okay materials will follow this one intrinsic here, thermal conductivity at the high temperature. Next one, photoconductivity due to irradiation. Now let me take it here first of all. Okay, purity, there silicon network, a simple diagram is there. Based on this diagram only we have to study, okay, or we have to explain with respect to extrinsic semiconductors. Am I correct? Okay, first of all, now I am taking here silicon network. I am taking all the silicon atoms here, silicon, silicon, silicon here. Just have a check it, dear student, here. Here silicon, here silicon, here silicon, here silicon. Am I correct? Now, just of all, I am writing here like crystalline lattice we are writing. That's all. Apart from, there is no separate meaning for that here. Am I correct? Okay. Now, what I am taking here, impurity itself, they are completely silicon network. Okay. Silicon network, okay, semiconductors. Am I correct or not, dear students? Up to here, this is called as here, okay, intrinsic semiconductors. What is, dear student? Intrinsic semiconductors. Okay, please note down, dear student. Next one we have to study what is extrinsic semiconductor, what is p type and n type. We are going to discuss. Okay, dear students, let us continue this one, okay, with respect to our this one. Okay, first of all we can start with here. First of all, what is meant by here? Extrinsic semiconductor. Intrinsic got over now, dear student. Its purity we have been checked, and as well as what is the cause of conduction, and as well as what type of conduction will be taking place in the intrinsic. Generally it is completely based on, okay, pure silicon network. Am I correct? Next one comes under here, very important one, that is called as here, okay, extrinsic semiconductors. What is, dear student? Extrinsic semiconductors. Okay, now in this extrinsic semiconductors, okay, how many types are there, students, here? There are two types is there. One is called as here p type, okay, semiconductor, and the second one it is called as n type, okay, semiconductor. First of all, what is extrinsic semiconductor? What is purity? What is its purity, and what is cause of conduction, and what type of conduction takes place here? Okay, now first of all I am writing here, okay, what is the purity of this one? Okay, generally purity, this is generally you can kind of hear the impurities are introduced. Impurities. What is it, dear student? What is the purity here? Impurities we are taking. That's why it is called as here extrinsic semiconductors. Next one, okay, next one, cause of conduction. Cause of, okay, conduction. Due to, what is the cause of conduction, dear student? Due to, okay, lattice vacancies. Due to what, dear student? Lattice, okay, vacancies, or vacancy, lattice also you can take it here, vacancies, okay, caused by impurities. Caused by what is, dear student? Impurities. Next one, what type of conduction takes place here? I can write here type of conduction. Type of conduction. Generally type of conduction we can call here, okay, doping. What is, dear student? Okay, doping. Okay, now this is the purity. Generally we are considering, okay, considering what is, dear student, impurity is one. Cause of conduction due to lattice vacancies caused by impurities. What is lattice vacancies or holes we are observing? Okay, next one here, type of conduction generally called as, dear student, okay, doping. First of all, we are going to introduce here what is doping and how it will be going to introduce. First of all, okay, what is meant by doping, dear student? Doping generally it is called as to introduce some impurities, okay, such as, okay, like phosphorus, arsenic, okay, next one indium and so on etc. to the crystal. What is, dear student? To the crystal. Okay, that is called as here, dear students, doping. To introduce some impurities such as phosphorus, arsenic, indium and so on etc. to the crystal. Okay, that is called as here, dear students, okay, doping. Generally this doping, okay, generally what is, dear student, this doping will be, okay, takes the type of doping you can take it here. Type of, because okay, based on this doping only we are going to study, okay, what is p type and what is n type semiconductors. I can write here type of okay, doping. Generally we are having the, okay, two types of doping here. Okay, first one it is called as okay, first one it is called as, dear student, by, okay, adding, okay, group 2 or 13 elements. What is, dear student? Group second or 13 elements to the crystal. Generally, okay, next one, okay, if you take it here, one more type here, generally introduce group, okay, 15 or 16 elements. Group 15 or 16 elements, okay, we are going to introduce to the crystal. Next one, what will happen, dear student? Okay, group 13 generally we can call as here, okay, electron acceptor. What is, dear student? Electron, okay, acceptor is also called as here electron deficient, okay, compounds or electron deficient species. Okay, but what about here, dear student, here, okay, electron acceptor, no, here what is here? Electron donor. Electron donor, it's also called as here deficient, no, here is also called as electron rich species. Electron rich species. This is the two types of dopings we are going to introduce, okay, into the crystal, okay, so that, okay, semiconductor, how it will be acting. Okay, let us start with you. First of all, what is meant by, first I am taking p type, okay, semiconductor. What is, dear student? P type semiconductor. There is no special meaning for that here. P stands for here, what is, dear student? P stands for here positive. P stands for positive, N stands for negative, same. Okay, now simple thing here, you can take it here. What is meant by p type? Okay, now when silicon or germanium, these are two only called as a general example for the, okay, semiconductor, either silicon or germanium, which is best, okay, comes under semiconductors. Okay, see, when silicon or germanium is, okay, is doped with, what is, dear student? Is doped with what I am taking here, okay, group 2 or 13 elements. Group 2 or 13 elements. Okay, so, okay, the structure of crystalline lattice doesn't change. Very important, this is the structure of crystalline lattice, okay, doesn't change. Such type of, okay, what is, dear student? Such type of semiconductors called as p type semiconductors. What is, dear student? P type semiconductors. Now let me explain with respect to here diagram. With the diagrammatically you can easily understand here. Okay, now if you take it generally, okay, whatever you are taking, that first we have to take it here intrinsic semiconductor. That intrinsic semiconductor only we have to introduce some impurities. That process called as a doping process. How many types you can okay, dope? Okay, there are two types. We can dope with the 13th elements or 15th or 16th element. Obviously it is electron acceptor or electron deficient species, but in case of here electron donor or electron rich species. Now how it will be, let me take here intrinsic semiconductor, okay, silicon, okay, silicon, silicon, silicon. Just if you observe, you can easily take it here. Here also silicon, 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 silicon. Am I correct or not, dear student? This is called as okay, intrinsic semiconductor or not? Then what I am going to introduce now, group 13 or group second elements. Okay, generally if you take it here, group 13 elements, dear student, group 13 elements I am taking. What are the group 13 elements? Okay, now boron, okay, aluminium, gallium, indium. Next one, what is, dear student? Thallium. Am I correct or not? Okay, now these are comes under group 13 elements. Generally group 13 elements, okay, having how many valence electrons, dear student? The number of valence electrons is equal to 3 due to its following here NH2 NP1 configuration, 2 plus 1, total number of valence electrons is equal to 3. Am I correct or not? Now generally we can't consider here boron or aluminium, so because of due to it has a low small size, generally I can consider either gallium or indium. I can consider here indium element. Now I am with indium, you are going to introduce from the external side, process called as doping. Now I am doping with here indium, I am introducing indium to intrinsic semiconductors. Then how it will be, what are the things will be happening, just check it. If I introduce indium here in this particular place, check it, dear student, here. Okay, I can write here, this is indium. What is, dear student? Indium. Okay, now I can introduce here also, this is called as indium. Generally how many valence electrons, dear student, for the group 13? 3 valence electrons. But here forming, check it, 1, 2, 3, 4. It will not form any type of 4 bonds due to, since it contains 3 electrons. Am I correct or not? Now I can check it here, just check it. Okay, this is 1 electron of the indium, here also 1 electron, here also 1 electron. With these 3 valence electrons, it form 3 normal covalent bonds. Am I correct or not? Just have check it here. Here only some explanation is there. Generally this group 13 elements contain 3 valence electrons. This by the use of these 3 valence electrons, it form 3 normal covalent bond with the silicon. Correct or not? Check it, 1, 2, 3. Here also 1, this electron for silicon, this electron for silicon, this electron for silicon. Am I correct or not? But here, there is no another bond to bond with the silicon atom here. Am I correct or not? But here, in case of the silicon has 4 valence electrons, correct or not? 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I correct? So here there is no electron here. There is no, one more extra electron. So in that place, then what will happen, dear student? It creates, what is, dear student? It creates one empty space. It creates, what is the, dear student? One empty space. That one empty space which is called as, dear student, in this language, hole. Am I correct or not? What is, dear student? Hole. Okay, this hole, which carries what type of charge here? Okay, now this is hole which carries here, dear student, positive charged. Sir, how we are observed, sir, this hole having the positive charge? Okay, now due to how this hole formed here, due to 1 electron is less, 1 electron is less, this hole carries here positive charge. How we are observing? That means you can consider here, I can write here the conclusion. What is, dear student? I am writing here conclusion. How in that conclusion what you are going to observe, just check it here. If I am considering, this is what I am taking here, just I am considering how this hole will be carrying positive charge. Am I correct? Just I am connecting with this is this is what is the student, this is positive and this is connecting with the negative terminals. Am I correct? Now just I am taking here one conductor. In that what is there here? Hole. This is what is the charge here. This is a hole. This is a hole. This is a hole. This is a hole. Am I correct? So since just now you told this hole carries the positive charge, how it will be shows. Now you can take it here. This hole will be moving towards the negative terminal. Am I correct or not? The negative terminal, it carries, it moves towards the negative terminal. That means what is the charge of this hole, dear student? Positive or not? What is the Charge of this hole, dear student, positive. Because of this small conclusion only, okay, finally we concluded this hole carries here positive charge which migrating towards the opposite electrode, which migrate towards opposite electrode. Just take it here. This is the direction of hole, positive. This is the direction of the positive hole. This is the direction, and this is the direction. Am I correct or not? Okay, the movement of this positive, the movement of this hole which carries or which attract towards the negative charge. Because of that only we can finally conclude that this hole which carries positive charges, positive charges. Sir, why it is, how it is conduct electricity? That means due to the presence of this one, due to the presence of this hole which is responsible for conduction in the solids, which is responsible for this, what is, dear student? Okay, conduction in solids. This is called as here p type semiconductors. P stands for positive, that's why hole created, that hole having the positive charge. Am I correct or not? Okay, this is about p types semiconductor. Next one I am considering one more, that is called as here n type semiconductor. What is, dear student? Second one, it is called as n type semiconductors. In this n type semiconductor, generally what you have to do, when silicon or germanium, am I correct or not? I am writing here, when silicon or germanium is what is doped with group 16, or I can consider group 15 or 16 elements, group 15 or 16 elements. The same thing here. The crystalline structure, same here. What I said, the structure of the crystalline lattice doesn't change. Am I correct or not? The structure of crystalline lattice doesn't change. Such type of dear student, such type of conductors called as n type. Now how it will be? Now let me take it here, the same intrinsic semiconductor. Let me write here same silicon here silicon. Here also silicon. Am I correct or not, dear student? This is called as intrinsic semiconductors. Next one, what you are going to introduce here, either we have to dope with either group 15 or 16 elements to the crystalline lattice. So if it were this, what is, dear student? Intrinsic semiconductor. Such type of conductor is called as here n type. Generally the n stands for here, dear students, negative. The n stands for, dear students, negative. Now what I am taking here, group 16 or group 15 I am taking here. Group 15, if we take it here, group 15, what is, dear student? Group 15 elements, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony. Next one, what is? Bismuth. If you consider here group 16 elements, oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium and polonium. Am I correct? Now if you can take it either 15 or 16, I can consider. Generally nitrogen can't because small size. We can consider here either phosphorus or arsenic. I can consider this is, dear student, arsenic. Now in place of sulfur, what I am going to introduce some impurities, arsenic impurities I am writing. Now let me write it here. Arsenic I am introducing. What is arsenic? Now this arsenic here, generally how many valence electrons? Group 5 has how many valence electrons here? 5 valence electrons. How many, dear student, here? There are 5 valence electrons in group 15 elements. If you take here group 16, how many valence electrons? There are 6 valence electrons. Now what I doped with here, dear student, group 5. Now you can consider here also arsenic. What is, dear student? Arsenic. 5 electrons is there. Now I can write it here. One bond is formed here. Check it here. 1, here 2, here 3, next one here 4. Am I correct? Next one more electron is extra or not? This electron is present in this crystalline lattice itself. Am I correct or not? Here what happened here? There are 3 electrons. One electron is short. That's why it is called as electron deficient. But here there are 5 valence electrons contained in group 15. After you put it here, this out of 5 valence electrons, 4 valence electrons will be forming, okay, will be forming normal covalent bond with the silicon atoms. Am I correct? On check it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what about the position of the 5th electron? That 5th electron is free. The 5th electron is what is, dear students? Free. Okay. Now why it is conducting, how it is conducting, okay, electricity, or how this solids conducting, okay, conductors, that means here due to the presence of the free of electron. What is, dear student? Due to the presence of this free of electron charge negative, that's why. Okay, now due to the electron is responsible for the conduction in n-type semiconductors. Okay, n stands for negative, the charge of electron also negative. That's why it is called as, dear student, n-type semiconductor. Out of that 5 valence electron, 4 valence electrons forming the normal covalent bond. What is, dear student? Normal covalent bond, and the 5th electron will be, okay, present on this one, arsenic itself. Okay, arsenic itself. Okay, so it will forming here, okay, 1 electron. That electron having what is the charge? Negative. That means here, okay, what is the conclusion of this one here? What is, dear student? Conclusion of this one. Okay, why it is carries here negative charge? That means with the help of in this small diagram you can take it here. Same. Okay, I can write this is connecting, dear student, negative, and this is connecting with positive terminal. Now I can take it, this is a negative, negative, negative here, this one negative, this one negative. Okay, don't compare, this is called as a, okay, hole. This just have check it here in hole, I did not put any sign inside, any sign inside. Now here minus, that means, dear students, here electron. This is called as, dear student, okay, electron. Am I correct or not? Then how the movement will be? Okay, the movement of this electron will be like this or not? Like this. Here also like this. Here also like this. That means, okay, it okay, migrating towards the positive terminal or not? Check it here. This is the positive terminal. This electron is coming and approaching. That means what is the charge of this one here? Okay, negative charge. That means here, okay, this is the, okay, the movement of this electrons. The movement of these electrons and which are attracting towards the positive terminal. So it shows what is, dear student? Charges. Okay, due to the presence of this free of electron, this 1 electron, it is responsible for conduction in, okay, solids. This is responsible for, dear student, conduction in solids. Okay, this is about n-type semiconductor. P-type you understood. Here n-type, small difference here. In P-type there are only, you are doping with the group 13 elements. Group 13 generally there are 3 valence electrons. It is generally how many bonds are there? 4 bonds. With these 3 bonds, with these 3 electrons, valence electrons forming the 3 normal covalent bonds, and 1 more electron is short. Am I correct or not? That's why it is created one vacancy or hole. This vacancy or hole which is responsible for the, okay, conduction in this p-type semiconductor. Okay, next one, if I come, okay, this is the experiment how it is carries. Next one, n-type, what is there? Okay, generally you are doping with the group 15 or 16, you are introducing to the crystalline lattice. Okay, so that what will happen if I consider group 5, okay, group 15, there are 5 valence electrons. So out of that 5 valence electrons, the 4 electrons are completely utilized for the formation of the normal 4 covalent bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what about the 5th electron? The 5th electron is free. Because of that 5th electron only, it conducts, okay, what is conductivity in the solids? Such type of conductors is called as n-type semiconductors, dear student. Okay, dear student, I hope understood. Please note down. Thank you.